Hey everybody, this is Brandon and I'm here with Karama Horne. We're promoting Protectors of Wakanda and just in time for the movie World of Wakanda.
No, it's kind of crazy. My book really is only about the comics, but it's you can't help think about how it's coinciding. And I'm actually holding the very last copy that I'm selling at the con, so it kind of all sold out. It's amazing.
I'm so upset that I'm not getting my official copy.
I know, I can't even give it to him.
Like I saw, all right, 3 o'clock is the signing. I should have came with my own book.
I'm sorry.
That's on me. I should have got it.
I'm sorry.
That said, being writing and coinciding with the comics, Black Panther and specifically the Dora Milaje, they have a lot of history and they've adapted a lot over like 20 years, 30 years now, really. How did it feel being able to look at that history, incorporate that into the book, and maybe inject some of your own perspective into the book?
It felt like a lot of it felt like a thesis because I was like literally going through all of the past, like Black Panthers, Fantastic Fours, things like that, and piecing together this story and including the Dora Milaje in it. So it was an incredible amount of work, and I didn't have a lot of time to do it. But then there was I had so much fun writing like the fighting styles and the security stuff and then all the gear they get to use. Because one thing I wanted to make very clear is that they don't just roll with a bunch of spears. They've got weapons and
Absolutely.
The spears do other things. And, I was also really excited to talk about the stuff that they do when they're not fighting.
Right.
So that part was important too. So I had a ball.
I'm sure I'm going to have a ball when I get the chance to read it. I am excited. I see the movie, I see the book, and especially like we see on the cover that we have Dora Milaje on the cover here, and seeing how they've progressed from being almost like side characters, starting as they were the adored ones,
Yeah.
and they've kind of grown into an identity of their own where they can have comics of their own that doesn't even have T'Challa or Shuri in it. They're stars of their own.
There actually is a comic book run that I feel like is so underrated by Nnedi Okorafor that is basically a Wakanda Forever series.
Right.
And it's not tied to the movies. It's just its own series. And they go on this incredible journey from New York all the way, back to Wakanda. And there's a lot of little stories like that got mixed because a lot of people can't buy every single comic that comes out.
Right.
And it was just so much fun uncovering a lot of those stories and those characters and being able to include them. And the other thing that I was really excited about was there's over 16 kings of Wakanda, 16 Black Panthers in the history of Wakanda, and I was able to write stories about them too.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And before we go, what was your favorite, just as a fan, did you get to appreciate NY Comic-Con at all?
A little bit. I think my most exciting moment was after a panel I did, and it was like a little girl with her mom, and she was so excited to get the book. And I was like, oh my God, little kids are going to know. Like, that's who I made this for, like little girls, Anybody can read the book. But
I'm still getting it anyway.
Yeah, he's getting it anyway.
Grown man.
And if you're a grown-ass man, you buy the book. But I mean, I was always thinking of a little, those little girls like me who grew up and didn't have, like, books or comics for ourselves. And so just being able to do this history just meant so much. And, yeah, this is crazy this year because I think it's sort of post COVID, or is it COVID season 5?
It depends on who you ask.
Right,
I don't know.
like COVID season 5. It has been like since they opened up the whole building. It seems like it's a Saturday every day.
Yes.
So it's been a lot.
Yes, I think everybody's been dying to get out. I'm gonna let you out of this interview right now. There's so many people who want to talk to you, so I'm gonna say goodbye and thank you for joining us here. Of course, you can follow us, like, subscribe, the algorithm. You know how to use it by now, right? Just hit the buttons. And follow Karama Horne at The Blurred Girl.
Yes, TheBlerdGurl all over the interwebs.
Yeah, find us. Bye.